The scent of cinnamon filled the grocery store, mixing with the faint sound of Christmas carols drifting through the speakers. Shoppers rushed between aisles, carts piled high with festive treats, golden turkeys, cranberry sauce, and shiny gift wrap. But in aisle 9, Christmas didn't feel the same for everyone. A young mother stood beside a freezer, her fingers trembling as she checked the price tag on a frozen turkey. Her coat was thin, her eyes tired, yet she smiled down at her little boy, a boy no older than 7, whose gaze lingered on the food he wished they could afford. "Maybe next Christmas," she whispered, forcing cheer into her voice. The boy nodded, trying to be brave, but the disappointment in his eyes said everything. For them, Christmas wasn't about decorations or gifts. It was about surviving another winter together. Across the store, a man in a gray overcoat pushed his cart without really seeing where he was going. His name was Daniel Carter, a man who owned half the construction sites in town, yet felt empty inside. Success had given him everything except peace. Since losing his wife 3 years ago, Christmas had become something he endured, not celebrated. His 8-year-old daughter, Lily, sat in the cart, humming along to the carols. Then she stopped, her eyes landing on the mother and son by the freezer. "Dad," she said softly, tugging his sleeve, "that boy doesn't look happy." Daniel looked up, following her gaze. He saw the woman, the way she held her child's hand, the way her smile didn't reach her eyes. Lily frowned. "Can we help them, Daddy? Please?" Daniel hesitated. His practical side whispered, "Don't get involved." But then he remembered his late wife's words. Kindness is never wasted, even when no one sees it. He took a deep breath. "Stay here, sweetheart," he said gently. A few minutes later, Daniel returned to the checkout with a basket filled to the brim. Turkey, bread, vegetables, a pie, even a small toy car wrapped in shiny paper. The young mother stood at the counter, counting coins, her son clutching a box of cookies she'd just told him they couldn't afford. "Excuse me," he said with a kind smile, "I think you left these behind." The woman looked confused. I didn't." "They're yours," he said simply. "Merry Christmas." Tears filled her eyes. "Sir, I can't accept this." Daniel shook his head. "You already have. Just promise me you'll enjoy Christmas with your son." Her voice broke as she whispered, "Thank you. You have no idea what this means." As she walked away, her son waving happily, Lily looked up at her father and grinned. "You did what Mommy would have done." Daniel's throat tightened. He smiled faintly and pulled his daughter close. "Yeah," he whispered, his eyes glistening, "just like Mommy." That night, as snow began to fall, Daniel sat by the window, watching the lights flicker across town. For the first time in years, his home didn't feel empty. And in the stillness of that winter night, he realized sometimes the greatest gifts aren't wrapped in paper. They're found in the kindness we give away.